Yeah, I'd watch again if I was like bored and want to see something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
yeah, see a little bit of action. Like
Oh,
it was one of the
hold on, hold on. I didn't restart recording on screen.
what? Oh man!
Oh shit!
Oh, you got to get the
Right, I fucking forgot. God damn it! Hold on. I was like looking over here to the right. I'm like, wait, the red button's not going.
oh shoot. Are you on OBS?
Yeah, no, it is.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
Visually, we can see us, but the sound.
Yeah,
Okay. So we're gonna start over again.
yeah. I start all over again. Yeah,
Ah, shit! My bad. My bad.
it's all good.
I'm recording now.
Okay.
Okay, welcome to the Boomer and Zoomer podcast. We're all human here. We make mistakes.
Yeah.
We had a good start, but I kind of forgot to start recording. I'm with the Boomer here himself, the legend, the man, Raging Rock.
Rage and Rock.
Oh man,
I
looking,
keep it in shape for
looking,
the ladies, for the OnlyFans there. Yeah.
looking like a firm 25-year-old.
I know, right? Look at me, all young and sexy and shit.
Yeah, I should be looking like you at this age, but I don't. I don't put time into that. You got me, the generic character of this podcast, the guy I forgot to start recording a couple minutes ago. Capo.
We had a conversation and everything going. It was nice. It was nice.
It was good too. Oh man, I'll probably just like I'm starting drawing stick figures for that first conversation.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
That'd be funny.
my bad. I flubbed on that one. We're tired. Let me establish that right now. We're tired, but we're here. Um, like I said a little bit ago, I've been promoted, so work has been kind of hectic for me as well.
Yeah,
Rock's been busy out here, outshining us 25-year-olds, like a firm 25-year-olds. And yeah, Vampiro hopefully is gonna be here soon.
yeah.
Ah,
Hopefully he'll be on.
ah.
Put a little flavor on the.
Yeah, put a little Hawaiian spice to it.
Yeah,
Oh man, but okay, so Godzilla vs King Kong. You said it was cool.
yeah,
For me, it was kind of like a whatever movie. At the end of the day, like it wasn't like
yeah. It
something
was
that
good.
like I was like,
Yeah,
oh my god, right?
yeah. I wasn't blown away by it, but it was better. It was one of the better Godzilla movies of the past few years. Like, because I love Godzilla. I'm a team Godzilla. Godzilla. Yeah. So
Yeah,
like, yeah. Yeah, so it was good. I enjoyed it. The acting was better. Like usually, I give zero fucks about like any of the actors in it. I just want to see the monsters fight. And this movie here, they had you know, they put a little bit more into like the story, into the plot. So I was like, oh, okay, but I still just wanted to see the monsters fight.
yeah.
That's it. But,
Like I said before, we got straight to the action. We got
yeah,
straight to just like fighting. That's what we all came kind of for. We didn't care about the ants, the little people running around. Like we didn't care about the
yeah,
little girl from Stranger Things. We didn't care about the little girl with the monkey. We didn't care. We were just like, oh, he's fighting. Oh, Kong is getting
yeah,
fucked up.
yeah,
Ooh,
yeah.
ooh, 2-0. How does that feel?
Yeah. What I did like about it though is like, okay, on the ocean, like that was Godzilla's territory. He was jacking him up. Once he got on land, King Kong was waxing that ass. He
For
was
a
whooping him
little
up, man.
bit.
For a little bit, yeah. For a
For a
little bit.
little bit.
A little
Then
bit.
Godzilla's like, I'm God. There's God in my name. You will
Yeah.
respect me. And like he sat him down and was like, stop.
Yeah. It was good. It was good. I liked it.
It was good because, like you said, the story was them fighting. Really, realistically, it was that. We didn't care about the people. We didn't care that they're trying to go to the middle of the earth for the energy, and we didn't care
Hmm.
for the podcaster that was conspiracy heavy. Like we didn't really
Yeah.
care for that. We were just here to see Kong and Godzilla go at it.
Yeah, he brought a little bit of comic relief though, so that was all good.
Yeah, I mean, I like that guy. That guy is hilarious. Have you seen Atlanta with Charles Gambino?
No, no,
His
no.
show.
No, I haven't seen it. No.
I think it's ATL or Atlanta, one of the two. But yeah, he did a show, and like that guy's part of that show. That show's
Hmm.
really great. That show's really funny, and he doesn't play a comic relief. He plays like a thug, but that
Okay.
show's great. That show's great.
That show's good. Yeah. Okay.
But that guy's a good actor. I like that guy. I don't know his name because I'm horrible with names, but that guy's a really good actor. The guy that played the comic relief. I don't know.
Oh,
That's it.
nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. So there's a movie that I watched the other week. Like this week, it was crazy at work, long crazy hours, and after I get off work, I'd have to go like right into school, like, and I'm just working on my assignments and stuff. So my brain was fried by the end of the week, like it was just done. And so I was like, you know what? I want to watch something. I don't want to think. I don't want to like have anything to do with like trying to think about what's going on. Yo, I put on this movie called Willy's Wonderland.
Willy's
And
Wonderland.
Willy's Wonderland. And it came out this year, just a couple months ago. It has Nick Cage in it. Nick Cage in this movie, he is a fucking fool. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. So okay,
Mhm.
so you know like some years ago, like that game Five Nights at Freddy's came out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's kind of like that. It's kind of like Five
Oh,
Nights at Freddy's. And Nicolas
yeah.
Cage goes in there and he's like supposed to be this janitor or whatever. This movie was hilarious. Like he doesn't have a line in the movie. He doesn't say a word the whole entire movie, but he's like in the whole entire thing. You, if you haven't seen this movie, like I turned my brain off. I was like, I don't care. I don't care what goes on. I just want to see Nick Cage act a fool, and he acts a fool in this whole like, throughout the whole movie. It's hilarious. You got to watch it. You have to watch it. It's
So
on.
this is like straight off the premise of Five Nights at Freddy's, right? Because it's
Yeah,
like
it's
he
pretty much
doesn't
yes.
talk, right? The animatronics are chasing him around and stuff.
Yeah, nah, fuck that. You should see you should see what Nick Cage does in this movie. It is hilarious.
Shit.
Like like it what I say, yeah, it's like just like Five Nights at Freddy's. Like you have other characters in there that are like, they put a little story behind it or whatever.
Yeah.
No, not watching the story for any of that. I wanted to see Nick Cage. Like, and so like I got into like I'm like, man, how they did, because it was like a low budget movie. I
yeah.
was like, how did these people get Nick Cage to do this? Whatever. So like I looked it up and there's like this YouTube video that talks about how they got Nick Cage to do this. They had this premise and they got Nick Cage assigned onto it. He was like, yeah, this is pretty cool. His agent was like, oh, this will be fun. And Nick Cage is the one who pitched the movie to actually get it like made and paid for. And then, he was like, well, I have 1 month to do this movie. And they shot like the whole thing in like 1 month,
In
or
1 month.
or at
God
least
damn.
his portions of it in one
Yeah.
month.
God
And,
damn. Is it
and like,
POV?
huh?
Is it point of view
Uh
the whole movie, or is it like
no, it's not. No,
no?
it's not point of view
Okay.
the whole movie. No, no, no,
Uh,
no. There are some scenes in there where it's that way, but like you go into the movie, you're not going into the movie for like the acting or compelling story.
yeah.
You want to turn your brain off and just watch something, and it was entertaining. I was like,
Shit.
his facial expressions, the things that he would do, like in this movie, and you're just like, what is going on? And then by the end of it, like you're like, okay, you're like, yeah, it was.
No
I
shit.
usually don't like movies like that, but
Yeah.
this movie was really good. So
No shit.
Willy's Wonderland. If you get a chance, like check it out. I'm trying to think, what is it on? It might be on. Let me see if I can see what's up. I think it's on. You could watch it on
Hulu?
Prime.
Oh, bro.
It might be on Prime or something like that. I think that
Ooh.
might be where I watched it,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Speak. Speaking of Prime, did you see Coming to America too?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yeah.
You said that a little bit too excited for my taste.
No, it was good. It was good. The only character that I didn't care for was the son. That was it, because he just didn't. I don't know. He didn't go. I don't know. He just didn't seem right to me.
Yeah.
But like a right casting choice. But
Yeah.
everybody else, it looked like they were having fun. Um, seeing what happened to these characters like these many years like down the road. Yeah, I liked it.
Did we need it though?
I mean, no, I mean, didn't need it, but I mean, it's always fun. Like, you know how they take everything
Yeah.
nowadays and like that was like one of his movies that became like a cult following movie.
Yeah,
So like he
yeah,
like people loved that movie, the first one. So I mean, it was nowhere near
no,
the
no, no,
first
no.
one.
Yeah,
But I mean, it was. I think it was cool to just see all those characters like in the same place again. All again and stuff like that. That was kind of cool.
yeah, it was good. Uh, it was good, not great. Like it was good. Like the one time watch, you're like, yeah, it's
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, like okay. But like, what's
yeah,
his name? Wesley Snipes, right?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, he was like the whole time I was messing around, I did not take a scene serious. I'm like, yeah, you can tell he was enjoying himself the whole movie, and
yeah,
I was like,
yeah,
yeah, like, all right, cool, that's cool. Yeah.
yeah,
Like he's one of those characters that you're like, wow, he's like not really trying to act, but he's actually just having fun on screen. That's dope, you
yeah.
know.
I think that's what like most of them were doing. Then they got like uh what's the guy's name to talk at the funeral. Oh
Uh,
man,
the,
always does the
Morgan
voice.
Freeman, Morgan Freeman,
Morgan Freeman. Morgan,
Morgan
yeah.
Freeman.
Then they
Yeah,
had
yeah,
Morgan Freeman on there, like
yeah.
like talk, like yeah, it was cool. It was
You got everybody on that movie.
yeah.
Everybody, Salt and Pepper, everybody was in that movie.
Yeah, Salt and Pepper on there. They had those twins
The
from the
twins,
original movie back in
yeah,
'89 that were like,
yeah,
D-boxing going on a
yeah,
date.
yeah.
The only thing that was a little off was like how they said that like, oh, like he was like kind of like he was drugged and then like, then
Yeah.
he that was just like
Well, he wasn't drugged, right? Well, was he? He was high, right? I think he was
he was
high.
high.
Yeah, something like that.
But like marijuana though, there was marijuana, right?
Yeah, it
Like
was marijuana.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, man. What you're not gonna remember anything?
Um,
Like come on.
what year was it? Like 70s, 80s, right?
That was '89. The movie came out in
89.
'89. Yeah,
Laced
'89.
weed is a thing at around that time. I
I mean, yeah,
guess.
yeah, yeah,
I guess. Hey, I
yeah.
mean, it played the part. It told the story. I guess. I mean, he could have
I
said he was
guess
drunk. He could have said he was drunk, but I guess they went with that. But
there's a
eh,
lot of ways that could have gone, but I was
oh
like,
yeah,
nah,
of course.
whatever, it's all good.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it made me want to go watch the first one. I did watch the first one. First one's still a
Yeah,
classic. I laugh
yeah.
every time I watch it, no matter what.
Oh
No
yeah,
matter what. He should have brought back Samuel Jackson. That'd have been great.
yeah.
That'd
That
have been
probably been
hilarious.
too much money.
You
Ray
don't think
Samuel
James
Jackson.
Earl Jones is a lot of money?
Nah, man. Well, not like Samuel Jackson. James Earl Jones is a lot of money, but not like Samuel Jackson.
That's a lot of money. Well, everybody that they brought up is a lot of money.
Morgan Freeman, yeah. I mean, you would think that Samuel Jackson would just like do it. Maybe they tried and he was busy around that time.
Also,
He's always in movies.
I watch him doing that Marvel stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marvel stuff. Speaking of Marvel, like did you see Falcon and Winter Soldier?
You mean Captain America and Winter Soldier?
Yeah, yeah, Captain America and Winter Soldier.
Did I finished it? Did you finish it?
Yeah, I finished it. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
What'd you think?
I was cool. I liked it.
Yeah.
The quality, like it was movie quality for like all those episodes. So it was
Yes, it
like you
was.
you had like a bunch of like movies in there. Um, I liked how they took some of the story arcs from like the comic books and they kind of like put them together, like was it John Walker and
Yeah. Isaiah
like
Bradley.
how yeah, like how they had him, yeah, and Isaiah Bradley, like how they had John Walker, in the comic books, he was Captain America. It didn't work out. Like he was like more of
Ooh.
an extreme version, and then he ended up being like U.S. agent.
Yep.
And so how they took that story arc, put that in there, and then also the how Falcon became Captain America, how they put that in there, and then I mean they're even setting up for like more movies for like the new Avengers for was it Elijah Bradley the was it like the
Yeah.
grandson or something like
Grandson.
that
Yep.
to be Patriot, so yeah, I really like how they put like everything together in there. Yeah, it was cool. It was entertaining. Like that was like part of my weekly ritual when I was like done with like all
Yeah.
my assignments, done with work or whatever. I'd sit and watch that. So
Yeah.
yeah, I enjoyed it. I
Yeah, it
enjoyed it.
was really good. I like how you start off with like fighting GSP in a plane, like fighting through and like going
Yeah,
through the canyon. You're like, this is
yeah,
like millions of dollars to record this, and this is the first episode of a show. This is
yeah,
what you're giving us.
yeah,
Okay, I can vibe with this.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, like it was. I liked it because the special effects were like top tier. It wasn't like you were watching fucking,
Yeah.
Charmed or something. On you know how you have a movies there'll be big budgets for the movies, and then
Yeah,
the TV show is like this
no.
crappy special effect. No, it was top tier.
We didn't
So
get we didn't get supernatural or anything like
yeah,
that.
yeah. So I really like that about it.
Or was that show the British show Doctor Who, where like you can see the string going through?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
the only thing that I would say they should have done a little better was like the power broker. Like you could just see like, oh, she's the power broker.
Yeah,
Like
you,
it like that was the only one. Like that's the only thing that I'm like, yeah, like maybe they could have written a little better. But yeah, it was pretty clear. But other than that, like everybody's story was good.
yeah.
I liked it.
I got pointed out that the Flag Smashers didn't really have a plan. You kind of pointed out what they were kind of,
Yeah,
you really didn't know what they were doing. They just don't get the vote. Okay, what does the vote do? It's kind of like
yeah,
what are we doing here? But
yeah,
Carly,
yeah,
but that chick just took that whole show. They're like, you wanted to be invested. What's going on? What is she doing next? What's the next part of the plan? What's the
yeah.
next step in her psyche? What is she gonna do next?
Yeah, I mean, maybe I don't know. I really gave zero fucks about her. Like I was like, okay, what is Bucky doing? What is Sam doing? That's all I cared about. Oh, and John Walker, like when, like in the episode where he took the shield and he was like,
Bashed
bam,
it, yeah.
yeah, and I was just like, yeah, this is some heavy stuff. I like that tension where he was like, I am Captain America. We
Hmm.
could have been a team. Blah 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 blah. Like that was the most compelling stuff. The whole was it the Carly stuff? Mm-mm.
Yeah, no,
Like because they really didn't tie like okay
no,
exactly what it was that they wanted, and also
yeah,
they didn't really tie like what the senators were like voting to do. Like it just that
yeah,
wasn't really written too well. But
yeah.
you know,
That's what I'm saying. Like, we didn't really have a purpose for the Flag Smashers. It was just kind of like we got to stop them. Why? They're bad guys. They're terrorists. Okay, cool. Let's go stop them.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I liked when he was like jealous over like the serum. He
yeah.
was like he was like, look at you, that that serum going through your veins. How does it
Mm.
feel? like,
When John Walker gets jacked up by the Wakandans, and he's
yeah.
like,
Oh,
they didn't even have super serum,
they didn't
super
have super
serum.
serum. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
It
that
was
was a
like,
great
yeah,
scene.
you like, oh, you don't want to do that. And like
Mhm.
he was like, hold on, boom. They just jack. Oh
Mhm.
man, that was good.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
just like, I don't think you guys want to do that, and they just jack them up, and they're like, we can take this from you. That they shield in
yeah,
hand.
yeah,
But we're not. All right, here you go, little kid.
yeah. It's funny. That was funny.
That was a great scene. That was a great scene. But yeah, it was a good show. I enjoyed it. The the action was there. The Even when there wasn't action, you still wanted to follow the story between Bucky
Yeah,
and Sam, where you just like, all right, what's going on with these guys? Like what's going on now?
yeah,
We're not doing the fight, punchy explosion stuff. What's going on? And somebody brought up Marvel is getting happy with killing people easily. People die left and right.
yeah, yeah. I mean, they're gonna have to. I mean, if they're gonna start touching some of the other like subject matter that's been in the comic books, though, I mean, maybe not be as graphic, but they're gonna have to start,
Yeah,
killing more. Body counts have to be a little more. But
which is
it
great
was,
as a viewer. You don't really know who to get attached to and stuff. You don't like when they shot the power broker. You're like, where did it land? Oh, on their stomach. Okay, cool.
yeah,
Just make
yeah,
sure.
yeah, yeah,
Baron Zemo also made that show really great too. That guy,
yeah.
it was a
There's like a
killer
lot of
show.
memes of him dancing and stuff like that, and yeah, and so I think that they're setting up to have him in more series and stuff like that
Yeah, yeah,
too.
yeah. Of course,
Like
of
so
course.
yeah, it like I like how they're trying to like integrate
Mm.
integrate stuff going forward, but man, that was like probably the best like Marvel stuff I've seen since like the movies like really kind
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
ended. Yeah, that was
Because it was movie quality. Like it legit was like a movie going through every Friday that they would post it. And you're like, all right, cool. Let's see what's up with these guys.
Yeah.
You never saw WandaVision. You never had a time for that.
No, man, I never did. Like when I did have the time for it, I sat down and they were dicking around in the first few episodes.
Yeah,
That turned me. That was a turn off.
yeah.
It's like, yo, that's like the equivalent of going to a date. Like, all right, girl, it's time to no. But no, it was like a turn off. It's like, no.
It's
So
time
I
to.
couldn't.
Oh no! Wait, what?
Yeah, yeah. So pretty much that was like the equivalent of like, oh, it didn't go down yet, so I'm not calling her back. But like, Vampiro, he told me, it's like, dude, after this episode, it's good. I was like, yo, it's just like music. Like it's like in the music industry, if you're trying to get a hit song out or you want to get signed, like you're not gonna send your demo tape with like this whole build up intro to your song. No, you're gonna hit them with the hard shit right there.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
so don't come with this bullshit like, yeah, we're just gonna it's gonna be weird for the first 3 episodes, and then on that fourth episode, it's gonna get hot. No,
yeah.
not down with that. So when I have time, I'll go and I'll watch it. But
Yeah. Like that. That's true, but at the same time, it's kind of like with Marvel, especially if you don't have the time for it. I think he's right on the aspect of like, yeah, you can start in episode 5. You don't have to see the build up. You know,
oh really? Oh, you don't have to
because
say that. Yeah. Because I
episode.
was watching the first episode, I was like, "What the hell is this? This is like Leave It to Beaver. Like,
Yep,
what is this?"
yep. And that's basically like the beginning of the show where it's like, oh, this is how she, how she images life, and this and that. And you're kind of like, cool, but where do we get this shit? Like, where's the shit at?
Yeah, yeah.
Where Falcon and Winter Soldier just starts off.
It was instant action, like right away. Boom.
Yeah, you're just
Like,
like, is that GSP? Oh, that is GSP. Oh, what the hell?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Fighting, flowing through the air, and you're like, oh my god, this is a show. This looks like a
yeah,
movie straight out the bat.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It was like a movie. Yeah.
but
Yo,
like superheroes though, you asked me about it. Have you been watching Invincible?
dude. Yes, yes, I
Yes.
have it. No, you don't understand. I was like, I was like sitting there. We put Invincible on. I was like, oh, what's this? So I'm watching, and it was good. It was like the beginning of the first episode. It was, Mark Grayson, and it kind of had like a maybe Spider-Man vibe. It's like coming
Yeah.
of age. He's getting his
Mhm.
powers and stuff like that. The end of that first episode, I was sitting there. I was like, "Shit!" I was like, "What the hell?" And then after that, like, I was like, hooked,
Yeah.
hooked. Like I
So
was feeling it at first. I was like, "Oh, okay, Spider-Man," and I was like, "What?" Yeah,
spoilers to anybody. We're about to talk about this in detail because I need to talk about this.
yeah,
But the spoilers 3, 2, 1. The way Omni Man fucks up that whole fucking team, like
dude,
it ain't shit.
dude, that was hilarious. I was like, wait, is he controlled by somebody? What's going on? I was like, what? Yeah,
Yes.
it
Yes.
was it was legit. And then like as the episodes like progress and you just see like how he is, you like, you know what, Omni Man, this dude's fucked up.
Yeah.
Like and
There's
I remember he was looking at them like he was like pathetic.
yeah.
I was just like, I was like, oh shoot.
When his own son gets fucked up and he's just like,
And he's
oh, well,
watching, yeah.
I told you not to, and then not there anymore.
And he's watching, yeah.
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 I mean,
That,
granted, he did call the Guardians to help him because he was the call that called, right? But
yeah.
he fucking Mark got his ass whooped by Beast like it ain't shit, and he was just like,
Yeah.
told you not to help him.
Yeah. No, dude, like so each one of those characters. So I've seen a little bit of the comic books, like, back in the day. I didn't really
Mhm.
get into them. Like each one of the characters has like a really like kick ass backstory,
Yeah,
like every single one of them. And I was like, oh man, so now like I would look into them, and then like I like to see the way that like the series like differs from the comic books and stuff like that. And it's pretty close. It's
spot
pretty
on.
close.
It's
There's a
spot on.
few small differences or
Mhm.
whatever, but it's pretty close. It's pretty close.
It
A
is
couple of
spot
things,
on.
like a couple of the love interests are a little bit different,
Yeah.
but yeah, I was like, man, I
So
was like,
you've watched, you've heard, you've seen it all, right? Like you've like
yeah,
know like
I'm
the
I'm
whole.
Yeah, I'm fully caught. Yeah, I know how everything happens. I know how
The
everything
future and all that
ends.
stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so you know how like it's pretty spot on to the point that now we're getting like where I think Friday's the season finale, right?
Is it the season? Yeah, maybe so. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
when spoilers, Omni Man tells Mark that he's there to like take over the world and like
Take
take
over
over
the
the
world. Yeah.
Earth, and like yeah, I was like, oh, this is a great fight when because he doesn't fight. Well, they're about to fight, right? I think
Yes.
Mark and Omni Man are about to fight, and you're like,
He's getting ready to damn
yeah,
near destroy.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm excited for this.
because like the thing is like okay, like the immortal, like his backstory is pretty compelling because like he's
Yes,
been around. He's ancient. He's been around for like a long time. Like
yep,
he was Abraham Lincoln. He's fought like in the Crusades. He like all these
yep.
things, and like his story is like compelling because like yeah, he's pretty much immortal.
Mortal.
You reattach his head and like
Mhm.
he'll be back alive. So like that was I liked how that was spot on for like the comic books, and then
Yep,
but yeah, like
yep.
I gotten into it big time since then, and like I ordered like comic books and stuff like that afterwards because I was like, yo man, this is really good. And
Yep.
I guess I don't know if it was supposed to be kind of like a spoof of like typical comic book heroes or whatever,
Yep.
but it ended up being a really good story, like
Yep.
all of it.
Yep.
Just-
Omni Man has like the best story.
oh shit,
Ooh,
who
talking
we
about
got here?
heroes. Talking
Yeah,
about heroes.
saving the day,
Let me switch over.
saving the day.
Bam.
Yeah,
Our own hero, the Hawaii hero.
yo, what's going on, man?
Yet to join Zencaster player.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, he's in.
He's in
He's
there.
in. Look at him. Yeah,
You in?
yeah,
Yes,
he's in.
sir. What up?
What's up, man? What's
Sorry
up,
I'm
man?
late.
It's all good. It's all good.
Why
Yeah,
can't I hear
we
you?
were just in the middle. We were in the middle of talking about Invincible, the
Amazon.
series and the comic book. Yeah. So,
That is one that I'm not well versed in. I do have to watch it though.
dude, it's legit. Like it's legit. Like I've been watching it and been kind of like comparing it to the comic books, and it's really good. It's doing
Nice.
justice.
All my friends keep telling me like the comic's amazing, the show's good, and that was just one of them that I never actually picked up. So I'm a little behind. That's like one of the few that I've actually never heard of until
Uh,
recently.
yeah. Yeah. Other than that, we were talking about movies. We're talking about shows.
Okay.
I was telling him, yo, if you're ever stressed out, you want to chill, like go watch Willy's Wonderland with Nick Cage acting a goddamn fool. Like that movie was awesome. Like like awesome. Like I was like, this is legit. Like it was like low budget. They got like this huge Hollywood star for this low budget movie, and it was gold. It was gold.
It's funny you say that because that's how I described Mortal Kombat.
Oh, really? See, I haven't seen it
Yes.
yet. Like, if we weren't gonna record tonight, I was gonna go watch Mortal Kombat. So yeah, yeah,
So the best way to explain Mortal Kombat: turn your brain off and have a good time. It gets really cheesy and really silly, but that's the charm. It's so tailored to the gamers than the actual moviegoers.
oh, okay.
All the gamers who grew up with the original Mortal Kombat, because there's subtle jokes about the game.
Uh huh.
If you played the game, you'll have a good time. If you haven't played the game, it's a garbage ass movie. It's a fun movie, dude. Like it's so silly, it's
Yeah.
fun.
Dang.
It's so silly, it's fun. I mean, the fact that they have the fatalities from the game like picture perfect, you
Yeah.
can't do nothing but laugh and go, "Oh my god, I can't believe they just did that."
I gotta see it.
But it was kind
I
of
mean,
corny how
Yeah.
they added it though. Like they said it themselves. You're like, why would they say it?
It's
Because
yeah.
yeah, because Kung Lao does it, and he's like Kung Lao fatality. And you're like, what? All right, I guess.
so like,
It's
so like,
cheesy fun. It's cheesy fun.
my thing is like, yeah, if it's fun, then yeah, I'm all about it. Like, turn your brain off and
Yeah.
it's fun.
If
Yeah.
you enjoyed the ridiculousness of that Nick Cage movie, you're gonna enjoy the ridiculous stupidity of Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
It's so silly that you're just like, okay, I can watch this.
Yeah. But I mean, that's the thing. I've been hearing good stuff like about it from people. So I guess,
Mhm.
like from gamers, they're just like, yeah, I had a great time. I had a great time watching it. Like, so I was like, okay. Yeah.
The gamers love it. Gamers love it. Moviegoers are like, this is so bad. It's not what I thought it was. I'm like, because you didn't play the game. You don't get it.
Yeah.
As a movie, not that
No.
great. As a movie, that was
No.
horrible because you
No.
follow this generic character, Cole. You're like,
Yep.
who the hell is Cole? That his
Yeah.
power is beat him up and he gets powers. That's
Yeah.
a great superhero
Yeah.
to follow. Then like you're like, who's this? What? But as a video game fanatic, you're like, all right, cool, this is dope. We get the icicle, the blood icicle that he stabs into Scorpion, and you're like, all right, this is dope. This is what I kind of wanted.
Yep. But this is not a spoiler. This is literally everywhere. The actor who played Kano carried the fuck out that movie.
Oh,
Like,
really?
Yeah.
He saved so many scenes. Like legit. Kano stole the movie. 100%.
That's legit.
But if you enjoyed the Nick Cage movie, I guarantee you're gonna have a hilarious time watching Mortal Kombat.
Nice.
Just put it this way. Remember the two 90s Mortal Kombat, the original from 95, and then the really bad one, Annihilation?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just put it this way. Everybody's saying, oh my God, it's so bad. Did you watch Annihilation? It's not that bad.
Yeah.
So, also, it's that weird bias, too. If you grew up with the 90s Mortal Kombat, you're always going to hold that one up high.
Yeah.
So, but it's a fun time. It's hilarious.
Nice.
But, real shit, though, the actor who played Scorpion, he's the Japanese cat from Last Samurai and, like, Rush Hour 3 and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
He was amazing.
Yes, he was.
Oh, my God.
Yes, he was.
Scorpion, Sub-Zero, and Kano were just
Yep.
perfect.
Yeah, Scorpion is my favorite character. Like,
You're gonna love this Scorpion.
Yeah, nice. Favorite character of all time.
You're gonna love him, but you only get 5 seconds of him. So enjoy the
What,
5
Scorpion?
seconds. Yeah.
Only 5 seconds of Scorpion.
No.
Kinda.
In the movie, he didn't get a lot of screen time compared to everyone else.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
But when he is on screen, he takes over.
Shit happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't know. But yeah.
No, I didn't know because I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. So he, in total, because they were right the day before Mortal Kombat released, they released the first 10 minutes of the movie, and it's all Scorpion.
Yeah.
So he's in, to be honest, so you're not pissed off because you love Scorpion. He's in the beginning and further down the line. There's going to be a huge gap where he's not on screen. So I'll give you that heads up because since he's your favorite, you might get pissed off of like, where the fuck is he?
Yeah.
I'm going to give you that fair warning so you don't get pissed.
And you're just sitting there like, all right, Sub-Zero show, I guess. But Sub-Zero was great still, too.
Man, but everybody always kissed Sub-Zero's ass. Like, Scorpion to me, like, would mop the floor of Sub-Zero. But everybody's like, oh, Sub-Zero, man.
Yeah. It was fun. It was a fun movie. It's like, just turn your brain off, be a little kid again, and watch your favorite video game characters come to life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I also have to say my favorite out of those characters, again, not a lot of screen time, but Kung Lao. The only reason is because they nailed him perfectly. They got his spin, the way he teleports, the way he throws the hat.
Yep.
And I've been told that the actors who play Kung Lao and Liu Kang aren't actors.
No.
They're martial artists that became actors. So their acting is stiff, but they actually doing the thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's the thing.
Yeah. Damn, at the same time, your block is hot, man. They're like, boop, boop. Dang, man.
That's how it is.
Dang, man. They know you're there.
This is an escort right there.
I know, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kung Lao was like my favorite appearance in the movie because they did him justice. I'm like, oh shit, it's Kung Lao. Let's go, let's go. They
Nice.
did him justice. Liu Kang, stiff as shit,
Yep.
but he's not an actor.
No.
He is a martial artist that got casted. So you can only teach someone who's never really acted so much acting.
Yeah, that's true. Some
You
people are
know?
natural. Some people never get it.
Also, like the fight scenes.
So some people are natural. Some people never get it.
Oh, we get it. Okay, yeah. Like I was saying, like
Yeah.
the fight scenes were kind of like edited, kind of weird. They're like
A little.
They were it was like kind of like I've seen longer fight scenes in a Marvel show than this.
Yeah.
They're like fight, punch, 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 cut. Another.
I mean, in defense of some of the cheesy cuts and the way some of the looks, from what I've been reading, this was a huge gamble for Warner Brothers. Like they gave them a very tiny budget, and they're like, "See what you can do with this."
Yeah.
And then it came out. You know, you're getting a mixed bag of reviews, but all the gamers and like nerds love it. And the director said, like, it isn't up to the numbers; it's up to how it's received.
Yeah.
They said that ideally, if it's received well and people want it, they want 4 movies. So basically, the director was saying this was a test. It's how it's received determines if they're getting the other ones. Instead of, you know how normally it's like a blockbuster, like the numbers?
Yeah.
The director said it's the other way. He wants it well received, and then they'll give him more money.
Yeah, so well received because a lot right now of like your theaters still aren't up to full capacity everywhere now. But more than just that, like critics, if they're talking about critics or whatever, like I don't listen to critics because they're just they're just full of it.
No.
Regular people like it, and gamer people that go see the movie like it. Yeah, it's gonna take off.
The interview with the director said they're paying attention more to the fans than the critics because they already knew the critics are gonna fucking shit on it.
Yeah.
He said like it's up to us if we get the other ones. So I'm like, let's go. Yeah. I mean, even when you watch it, you can tell they made it for us. They made this movie for us. So
I hear though that like they actually really went into like deep into like the Mortal Kombat lore, like it's the way the story is supposed to be. So I was like, okay, that I was happy about.
They did some tweaks. Don't get me wrong; they did change it. It isn't 100% gamer lore, but what it is they're recreating the lore to make more movies.
Yep.
They made some changes because, in all honesty, I followed the Mortal Kombat lore for a while. It got dumb, like just dumb. So they had to tweak it. So they pretty much, it isn't so much of a tournament format. This is basically, it's called Mortal Kombat. They talk about the tournament, but this is the groundwork. Yeah. They're trying to expand.
Yep.
So this is like bare minimum. These are the people. This is a little bit of their history. Let's build from there. So we're literally at ground level.
This is Iron Man 1 for the Mortal Kombat universe right now.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Right.
It's literally Iron Man 1. Now, fingers crossed we get the 4 other ones because they want 4. They want 4.
That tease at the end, you're like, really? This is what you're going to tease us with? Really? I'll buy it. I'll buy it to the tease.
I was the same way. I was like, really? All right. Okay. Let's go.
I guess I'll be there for the next one.
I heard something about what had something to do with Johnny Cage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like the way they set it up, you're like, okay.
Oh man.
Yeah, they mentioned Hollywood, and he's like, "Oh, I hear you're going to Hollywood to do what? No, what do you say? What are you going to find out there?" He's like, "It's not what I'm gonna find. It's who I'm gonna find." There's like a poster of like Cage on it, and you're like, "All right, I guess we'll be there. We'll be there." Yeah. Who do you have as Johnny Cage? Let me see.
Yeah.
It's pretty much like one of those questions like, "Hey man, you want to go out and eat?" I guess.
Yeah.
Like, that's exactly the feeling you get when you saw it. You're just like, "Yeah, I could eat. Let's go."
Yeah. Like, all right.
I ate earlier, but all right, whatever. Let's go.
That's exactly how it is. That's exactly how it
You
is.
saw this whole movie, and you're like, okay, I'm kind of full with my fatalities and gore and stuff. Do I want
Yeah.
more? I guess. Why not? If it's gonna be on HBO, I'll be there. It's fine.
Yeah. It's literally just like, damn, I ate all this food. Hey man, you want this cookie? Yeah, I can eat this cookie. Yeah, let's go.
It's like the fortune cookie. At the end of the meal, you're like, I guess we'll see what's inside of it.
Exactly.
Um,
But it's fun. It was fun. It was fun.